So let's talk about our weekly progress reports. These play a major role in your internship, specifically when it comes to completing everything you need to receive credit for AEC 4946. So your weekly progress reports, they contain two different pieces. The first is the weekly log hour, and the second is the weekly reflection. So each week you want to be sure that you're completing each of these. Now let's take a look at these individually and see what is required. So the weekly log hour. So inside of each week's module, what you're going to do is you're going to locate the weekly hour log link, click on it, and that'll take you to a form. Inside of this form, you'll enter your full name, you'll select which week we're in, and then you'll enter the number of hours for each day of the week. And this needs to be submitted every Monday. So here is our Canvas modules listed out for this course. And so I'm just going to scroll down to week 4. And so week 4, you're going to see your week 4 reflection and your weekly log hour. So let's take a look at what that weekly log hour is going to look like. So it is going to open up a form and you'll put your full name. You'll select what week we're in. So we're in week 4. You'll select how many hours you worked each of the days of the week. And then once you're done, you will go all the way to the bottom and hit submit, and then you are done for that week. The weekly reflection will also be found inside of each week's module, and that will include a reflection question. And these reflection questions are really there to help you think about what's going to make the best internship experience for you possible. You'll also see a spot for you to put in the goals that you accomplished the previous week, and it'll ask you to detail the goals for the upcoming week. And once again, this is due each Monday. So let's take a look at our week 4 reflection. So you're going to be asked to answer the reflection question, outline your goals for the upcoming week, and then report on your goals that you accomplished. So this is set up as a quiz, so you'll just hit begin. And we have our first question. This is your reflection question. Then you scroll down and you have your report on the goals that you accomplished for the past week, and then asking you to drop in your goals for this upcoming week. And then once you're done, you'll just hit submit. So why do we do these? Why is this important? Well, for the weekly hour log, this is really there to track your time so that you can meet the requirements to earn credit to complete your degree. It's also a way for you to stay accountable, to make sure that you're making good progress towards reaching that hourly goal that's required for you to get credit for this course. And it's also a good way just to build your professional habits. You may be in a career or a job where you need to log how many hours that you are working. A great example of this might be a freelancer, and so you have to keep track of your billable hours. It's also a way for you just to reflect and grow and look back at all that you've accomplished and how many hours that you've put into this internship. Now, the weekly reflections are a little bit different, right? So we're taking a look at all the things that you accomplished. So you're setting a goal each week and you're seeing if you accomplished it. So this is a great opportunity for you to celebrate those wins. Also gives you an opportunity to plan with a purpose. Sometimes we just go through and try to accomplish all these small tasks and maybe never accomplish the overarching goal. So if you have that big goal set and you know all the steps that you need to take to accomplish the goal, being cognizant about what your goals are every single week can help you accomplish the big goal and not get too distracted by all these random tasks. Also allows you to think through it. What are your big wins? Also allows you to think about what's going to make a good internship experience. So that's really what those reflection questions are about, is what's going to allow you to have the best internship possible. And then also to learn as you go. I think there's a lot of benefit to sitting down and thinking about what do you need to do, what are you going to accomplish, what have I accomplished, but also how can I create the best work environment and the best relationship with your supervisor, and how they can create the best internship experience for you possible. So if you have questions or have any trouble, please reach out. There's my contact information. More than happy to email you, or if you leave a message on my office phone, that goes right to my email, and so I can get back to you as quickly as possible. All right. Thanks. If you have any questions, just let me know.